So what you need to have out when I'm going over this is you need to have out your periodic table that has the polyatomic ions on the back. And remember, like 2 sessions ago, I think I had you mark these things out on your periodic table. So make sure that those are still marked out because you're going to need those today. And you do need some paper to write some stuff down on, okay? Get that ready. I'm going to be referencing back and forth to this periodic table and this these notes. If you want to look at the first part of these notes, you can go back and look at the notes on Google Slides, but you don't need to right now. You do need to know what your Roman numerals are 1 through 8. So if you're not comfortable with that, you need to get comfortable with that. Let me get all of you up here so I can see everybody. Not that everybody has their cameras on. You 4 know who you are. All right, here we go. I'm going to get this started, and we're going to go through how to name some of these. Okay. Well, I went too far. Let's go back. Oh, seriously. There we go. Okay, let's try it now. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go to your periodic table and you need to find sodium. On your periodic table, sodium's number 11. You're going to find sodium listed there. You're going to write down the symbol for sodium. And then underneath in that sodium box, you're going to find a +1 up here in the corner. Do you see that? That +1 you're going to write on top of this sodium in your what's going to be our formula. Then you're going to find chlorine. And chlorine is number 17 on your periodic table. And at this point, you should have 1 number in there, and that should be a -1. Okay, so I'm going to write that -1 above here. We need to make sure that our atom, it is at an overall charge of 0 once we've written the formula out. Okay, this is at 0 now. +1, -1, we're at an overall 0 charge. So because of that, we are done writing this formula out. The formula for sodium chloride is NaCl. Now let's turn our attention to barium. Barium is in the second column towards the bottom. It has a +2 charge. And then fluorine is a -1 charge. It's right above where your chlorine was. So we're going to write out those symbols, Ba. I'm going to put my +2 up here. And my fluorine is going to go down here. And that has a -1 charge. I need to have an overall charge of 0 for this. So if I'm at an overall charge of 0, I'm not there right now because right now I'm at a +1, aren't I? You see why I'm at a +1? Okay. So if I'm at a +1, that doesn't work out. So what I've got to do is I've got to figure out how I can get this to an overall charge of 0. So if this is +2, what can I multiply this -1 by to get this to a -2? What times -1? Put up your fingers. There we go. I'm getting some 2s there. Good job. So we're going to put that as a subscript. So our formula for this is BaF2. All right. Now, I want you to find vanadium on your periodic table. It is number 23, I believe. Yes. And when I look that guy up on my periodic table, I've got a +2, I have a +3, I have a +4, and a +5. Which one of those am I going to choose? Like up here, there was only one option. Which one of those am I going to choose? Well, what they have to do is they have to tell you in the name which one you're going to choose. And they told us right here using these Roman numerals what that was going to be. So I'm going to write down my V here for vanadium. And I know it's a +2 because they told me that that's which one I was using. So that's a +2. And then my oxygen, when I look at my oxygen on there, it has a -2 here. So my overall charge right now is what? Hold up your hands. Show me what the overall charge is. And then drop your pen because you are done. That is your formula right there. Okay? Thumbs up, everybody? Everybody okay? All right, let's keep going. We got palladium here, and I got to look that one up. That's PD. Okay? So when I look up palladium, PD here, that is number 46. He is a +2 and a +4. Which one of these am I going to pick? That's right. Very good. So write down your PD, write your +4 above him, and then we're going to find our sulfur. Our sulfur is a -2. So I'm going to write, oh, what did I put down a 2 there? Y'all, you got to keep me in line. I told you I was having a rough day today. And look at this thing going wacko on me. Why is it not letting me change my eraser? There we go. There. Okay. That's supposed to be a +4. I don't know what y'all wrote down. I hope you wrote down a +4 because I sure didn't. I was bad. All right. Everybody on the same page with me now?
Well, I'm kind of confused.
Okay. Where?
Why would we put +4 instead of +2?
Because they told me right here, you know, with my Roman numerals.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it now.
Okay. Yeah, and I know I messed you up. I'm so sorry. All right, so that Roman numeral told me that that's the one I'm going to pick. So that's a +4. This is a -2. I have to get this side to be a -4 so that this balances out. What am I going to put here to get that to minus? What do I multiply -2 by to get that to -4? Hold up your fingers. There we go. I'm getting some there. Good. Okay, so that's a 2. So that's our formula for this is PD. Good Lord. I'm just going to. PDS2. And that's my formula. Not bad, huh? All right, see if y'all can do the zinc. Okay, did you get Z and O? This is what you should have gotten for your formula. Anybody not get that? Okay. All right, here we go. We're going to move on. All right, here we go. So here's our next slide. Now, this is going to get a little more complicated, y'all. You ready? This is going to use those polyatomic ions that we learned earlier this week. Okay? So remember where those are found. If you flip that periodic table over, there's your polyatomic ions, right? All right, so let's see how to do these. Well, we've got our copper. Copper is Cu. They told me right here that my oxidation number is a +2. I don't even need to look it up if I know what the formula for copper is. But we need to write down sulfate. So y'all need to find sulfate on your paper. So flip your paper over and find your sulfate. We're going to write that down, SO4. What charge does sulfate have? It's a -2. Where's my charge at right now? 0. So we're done. We drop our pen and we move on. Okay, so let's do the next one. We need to find sodium. Sodium is Na, and it's a +1. Now, y'all need to figure out what is the formula for hypophosphite. So can you go back to a couple days ago, okay, and figure out hypophosphite? Phosphate is PO4 with a -3. So what would hypophosphite look like?
You add 2 of them.
I don't add 2 of them. Hypo means under, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you take away.
Take away 2. So it's going to be PO2, but it's still going to have a -3 charge. So this is a -3 on this side. This is a +1. What do I have to do to get this to a +3? What do I have to multiply this by to get this side to a +3? That's right, 3. Good job. So my formula, when I clean all this up, it's going to be Na3PO2. See if you can get the magnesium sulfite one done. Okay, did you get MgSO3? Good, because remember sulfite, we're going to take one of those away from this. This guy was a +2 and he was a -2, so then we were done. Okay, try this ammonium perchlorate. So you're going to find chlorate, and what do you got to do to it?
You got to add 1.
That's right. Okay, what you should have ended up with was NH4ClO4. Good. Did I lose anybody on that one? That's a little harder because we got 2 polyatomic ions going on here. We got a +1 for this one and a -1 for this one. So that's all okay. We don't have to do any parentheses, but you got a lot of polyatomic, you got a lot of atoms going on there, don't you? Okay, strontium nitrate, SR, and then I'm going to have my nitrate as NO3. Can you see that? You can't see that, can you? Sorry. Let's do it up here. SR, NO3. This is a +2. This is a -1. So what do I have to do? Well, I'm going to need, to balance this +2 out, I'm going to need how many of these? I'm going to need 2 of them, aren't I? But I can't put my 2 down here because that means that I've got 32 oxygens, and that's just crazy. I have to put this guy in parentheses, give it a hug so that that 2 applies to everything. So that's going to mean that then that I'll have a -2 charge. So if I clean this up and make this look pretty, it's going to look like this, NO3, 2. Okay, try your gold chromite. right? Gold is AU. Somebody steal your gold necklace. You go, AU, bring it back. Sorry, that was bad. This is a +3. And then chromite is CR. Oh, I got to look that guy up. Chromate, CrO3. And he has a -2 charge. Now, goodness, this is a hard one, isn't it? So now I can't get this guy to that number, and I can't get that guy to that number. What am I going to do? Well, what you have to do is you have to look for the least common multiple. Okay, what's the least common multiple of these two things? There we go, 6. So I need to get this to a +6, and I need to get this side to a -6. So what do I multiply this guy by to get to a +6? There we go, 2. And I need to multiply this guy by something to get him to a -6. I'm going to multiply him by 3, but I got to give him a hug because it's got to apply to the whole thing. So clean that thing up. We're going to be AU 2 CrO3. Oh, shoot. I screwed that up. That's supposed to be a 3 there, y'all. CrO3, 3. There we go. Better? Sorry about that. All right, let me see if I can get rid of some of this mess here. There we go. All right, try this ammonium sulfate. Have my pen back? I do. Okay, there we go. Okay, and for that one, you should have ended up with NH4 2SO4. Good? Good. All right. So homework tonight, what you're looking at there is and open this guy up, and you have a thing to go to here. So you're going to click on that link, and then when you get done at the end, just give me a screenshot of that the second to last slide. So you're going to put a screenshot in there, and then you're going to write these formulas out for me. So write the formulas for these compounds out. Good? All right. I will see y'all next Monday then. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye, guys.